Well, how goes it, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Mayu here, and I just want to vent for like 2 seconds. So my Google Play Music just does not want to work right, so I have to use this YouTube Music, and let me tell y'all, it does not do what I want it to do. Okay, it don't. They said that your library would transfer over. It has not transferred over. Um, and it don't have half the music in her that I'm looking for. So it aggravates the snot out of me that I just got to deal with YouTube music. All right. Anyway, also I thought I'd give y'all something, to eyeball. I'm not talking about nothing on the table. That was like a little personal reading I did for myself, and yeah. So you know, just look at it. Anyway, short video today. Wanted to talk about um, the babies again, because people and children, or people with children, aggravate the snot out of me, because we tend to look at children like they are not little humans with little feelings, little intelligence, little thought patterns, little talents, um, and just all things that a big person can have. We tend to ignore the fact that these little people can have them. And one thing that just burns me up to hear people say is, um, I'm staying in this relationship for my kids. Okay, first off, you ain't got no kids. Kids are a goat. Okay, it's not kids, they children. Maybe that's half the problem, because you're looking at them like they little animals and not looking at them like they little humans. Okay, with feelings and understanding of basic human nature. Okay, if you are miserable and unhappy, those babies feel that misery and unhappiness. They really do. And you sticking around in a relationship that's making you miserable and unhappy, they see that. They see you miserable and unhappy. Do you think that's really what they want? You think they want to look at either parent miserable and unhappy? Yeah, it's going to make them sad to see mommy and daddy split up and not be in the same household with both parents. And it's going to be hard for a little while. But eventually, everybody adjusts. Okay? Everybody will get used to the fact that we are just not living in the same household. Co-parenting is a beautiful thing with two level-headed people who understand what co-parenting is. And if you don't understand what it is, then maybe you should, you know, look up a definition or talk to somebody who can help you with co-parenting, because co-parenting does not mean that you stay in a relationship with somebody, or when y'all get together to be in the same space with the children, that y'all have to act like y'all still in a relationship. That's not what that means. Co-parenting is we become friends, or even civil enough toward each other, where we can take the kids to places together. We can even bring our significant other with us, with the kids, to go to places together, so that they are still getting both parents at the same time. That's healthy for them. What's not healthy for them is seeing you bitter and miserable and angry and upset and crying all the damn time. That's not healthy for them. Okay? Stop it with this, I'm staying together for the kids. Because all you doing is fucking the kids up. That's what you're doing. Okay? That's what you're doing. You teaching them to repeat. Ooh. Uh, sorry about that. Didn't turn my volume and stuff off. But you teaching them to repeat the cycles that you are in. Why would you want to do that to your babies? That's selfish. That is very, very selfish of you to teach them to be in misery. Why would you? Why? Why? Okay. I'm not here to judge nobody. I'm just here to call to your attention that you are probably messing your babies up mentally and emotionally. Is that really what you want? Do you really want them to spend years of their life bottled up in anger and misery and don't know how to handle it, refusing to seek some help and learning self-love? Because essentially that's what you lacking when you say that I'm going to stay with somebody because of the babies. You are lacking some self-love, some self-care. That's what you're lacking, because somewhere in the back of your mind or in your subconscious or in your unconscious mind, you feeling like you can't do no better or you'll never find love again. Excuse me, when really what you in is not love. That's not love. If you're miserable and unhappy and fighting all the time with somebody, that's not love. I'm not saying that people who love each other don't have fights, because you got to have fights with folks. If you ain't never had no fight when you in a relationship, then check yourself. Something ain't right there. Because relationships or arguments in relationships are like challenges in life. You need them to grow. You need them to get to the next step. It's like your dark and light. In order to understand the darkness, you have to have some light to even understand the darkness. And you need some light or some darkness to understand the light. Because if you got one of everything all the time, you can't appreciate it. Okay? You can't appreciate somebody if y'all always in each other's face, happy-go-lucky and all of that, and y'all never take the time to learn what might ruffle the other one's feathers. You're not growing. If you just stand in the same space and place, you're not growing. Okay? And when you grow, growth brings about a little bit of turmoil, some challenges. When you're ready to move forward, you guys to work through some stuff in order to grow. And when you are sticking around in a relationship that makes you unhappy, you are not growing. Therefore, your babies are not growing. And if you are growing, you're probably growing into just a ball of confusion, a ball of more unhappiness. That's all you're growing into. That's not really what you want. Okay? It's not healthy. It's just not healthy. And I'm frustrated because it seems like I know several people who are around talking about they stand in a relationship for the babies. But why? Why? When you going in there crying at night, your baby is probably somewhere crying. When you angry and fighting all the time, if you got more than one child, I can guarantee you can see what the adults are doing in a relationship by what the kids are doing. The kids are always constantly fighting and arguing and bitter, or they closed off somewhere in separate places. That's probably what the adults are doing in their life. Now you got some kids who are introverted and they just don't like to be bothered. I was one of those children. I stayed off into my own space and place, did my own thing. I played with my siblings, but most of the time I just wanted to be off somewhere, reading a book, dissecting something, or exploring my inner realms and my thought processes. Okay, you have those children, but every now and again those children also come out for interaction. But if you got babies that are not trying to interact with each other at all and interact with nobody, and when you look at them, you asking them, well, what's wrong? Why you sad? And they tell you nothing, or they don't know, probably because something is wrong with you in that environment, in that hostility that you stand around in for them. You causing the same thing for them that you causing for yourself. I cannot say this enough. I know I can say it there like 10, 15 times in this video, but it just aggravates the snot out of me when people do this. Stop doing this to your babies. Just knock it off. Stop doing it to yourself. Stop staying around in unhappiness. If y'all can't get it together and make it better, and when y'all upset and angry with each other, y'all not growing. If you fighting and it's still about the exact same thing y'all been fighting about, y'all ain't fighting about something new, ain't no growth. Let it go. I assure you there is something better for you. I assure you, you are better for you. Love you before you can love anybody else. You absolutely must love yourself. It's imperative. If you can't love you, you damn sure ain't finna give out no right love to nobody. Right, wrong, whatever you want to call it. You ain't finna be able to give it out. It just ain't gonna happen. Because you ain't loving you how you need to love you. Like, pay attention to you. You sitting around, you don't want to get out the bed, you ain't working out, you ain't eating right, you barely want to deal with people and life day in and day out. Check yourself. You might be depressed. You might just be going through a dark night of the soul or ego death. But either way, either of those can bring depression. But it's not meant for you to stay in that energy. Don't stay there. Get up and move around. Start doing things. Push through. It ain't, and I can tell you because I've been there. I can tell you got to push through. You're going to have plenty of times where you're going to want to lay around and just sit in your misery. Don't do that. Get up. Don't keep your baby sitting around in misery either. Get up. Grow with them, and for you. More importantly, for you, grow. And then grow for them so that they are happy, healthy little humans. And when they get older, they are not needing years of therapy to heal inner child wounds. Okay, don't do that to your babies. Just do not do it. I promise you, they'll appreciate it and be a whole lot better off if you all separate, get healthy mentally and emotionally, and then y'all come back together as co-parents and raise your children. I can speak on that too because I do it. I was married. I was married for 7 years, and it got real ugly for a little while emotionally. It really did. And when we separated, me and my ex-husband, we good friends. We don't just coexist for the children. We actually chit chat with each other and laugh it up, joke it up, and then we get together for the babies. And when we get together for the babies are happy. Me and him don't act like we in no relationship when we get together for the babies. And then we go our separate ways. He know when he leave me, he going to his significant other. And when I leave him, I'm going to my significant other. We are not confusing them, making them think we in some happy, loving relationship where we kissing on each other and hugging on each other and all of that foolishness and mayhem, because you just confuse the babies more when you're showing them that in a so-called co-parenting situation. Don't do that to them either. Don't do that, because then you give them false hope that you all might get back together. And then when you don't, they sitting around and they sad and depressed even further because, well, I thought you and daddy was good. Or I thought you and mommy was good. No, don't do that to the babies. Let them see that y'all are able to coexist with each other and be happy and bring them happiness and be around each other and be civil and happy and all of that. And then going on about your business. All right? Stop it. Stop. Just stop it, okay? Stop telling yourself, I'm going to stay in this unhealthiness for my babies. Save the babies, okay? Just save them. I'm just save them, all right? That was it. This was a short video. I was irked. I was highly irked. I really was. So I needed to get out here and do another Save the Babies video because I'm all about the children. I'm all about them. Like, you know, help them grow into healthy adults. Help them be healthy little people. Help them be healthy teenagers to help them be healthy adults. Do not send them through a life cycle of foolishness and mayhem. They're going to have enough of that on their own because people are jacked up. Okay? When they get out into this world, they're going to run into some jacked up people. Don't you be jacked up too? I mean, as a human, we flawed, okay? And they going to get to see your flaws. But don't like make them soak up your, I can't really, y'all know what I'm saying. You get the gist of what I'm saying. Okay? Just cut it out. Be happy so that your babies can be happy. All right? Don't be that guy. Don't be that guy. And that's it. Thank you for watching. Please visit me on my site, consciouslyunconscious.me, to book some appointments for your babies, to understand them better, for yourself to understand you better. Y'all can even do a group session where you come together to understand each other better. I work with parents and children as well as just parents, as well as just children. So again, consciouslyunconscious.me. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will holler at y'all in the next one.